Hi, I'm Marcus Paslay here at Clay Pigeon. We're gonna show you kind of our two signature steaks here, which both come off the ribeye loin. So what we've got is the eye of the ribeye and the spinalis that we're gonna take off this loin here. The eye of the ribeye is kind of that centerpiece of meat that goes down the center, and then you've got the spinalis or the ribeye cap that goes over the edge of that. So we'll just go through here, cut that chain off, and then you can see here kind of where the ribs were on the ribeye. And now we've got this clean sort of ribeye look, and then we'll just go through here and then physically separate the spinalis from the eye of the ribeye. You know, right between the two muscles, there's that kind of natural seam. You can get your hands in there and really take it apart. It's been kind of a fun steak for us. We started doing about 4 years ago, and it's gotten really popular and can't stop doing it now. So what we have now is the two different muscles. We've got our eye of the ribeye here and our spinalis here. And from this point on, it's just a matter of getting them both cleaned up. Separate a couple of these muscles, and then there's another kind of chain piece here. And then on the back side, we have what we call silver skin or fascia. And the trick here is to only take off silver skin. You don't want to go into the actual meat and lose yield on the edible product. Taking a little bit of fat off, and again, there's some silver skin on this side as well. It's pretty clean, and we're able to take it down and portion it into steaks. The funny thing about this spinalis is it's a great cut of meat. It's probably my favorite cut of meat on the whole animal because it's got, you know, the flavor and the marbling of a ribeye, obviously, but it's tender like a fillet. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. We've got muscle strands that run the full length of this loin here. And if you were to cut with the grain along parallel with those muscle strands, it's going to be a long grain of meat and really chewy and not very nice. But if you go against the grain, it's going to shorten those muscle strands and be very tender on the mouth. So then we have our eye of the ribeye, and trim a good chunk of meat off that, and then again that'll be tartare or burger meat. And then what we're left here is a nice loin. It's nice and cleaned up, nice and lean. We got all the fat kind of off the exterior, so now we're just dealing with the intermuscular fat, and it's grated prime, so there should be a good amount of marbling in there. And we'll just come across this, same as the spinalis, cut that into steaks, like so. We're getting about 8-ounce steaks off this. This is a nice piece of meat. It's got real nice marbling inside. If you can see all that kind of intermuscular fat, it's little specks, which is nice. It's what you want. Same with the spinalis, about 8 ounces. And again, a lot of marbling in the center, which is what makes it prime. So what we have here is our two cuts, steak cuts off of the ribeye loin, our eye of the ribeye, and our fan favorite, the spinalis. That's what we have, and it's kind of a unique steak to Clay Pigeon because we butcher our own meat. So we invite you to come out and try them both.